Geordie born and bred.
What's he doing?
Where?
From Newcastle West End. From Elsick, Bemmel, Scottish, Fenham, Stan Street.
We're about the East End of Newcastle. What is a Geordie? And who is a Geordie? Who isn't a Geordie? Where does the term Geordies come from, and how did a whole community become known as Geordies? Really interesting questions, the subject of hot debate around here. Depending on who you ask and where they're from, you'll hear all sorts of different theories. So today I'm on the streets of Newcastle. I'm going to ask the people on the street what their theories are about what a Geordie is. Welcome back, it's Eddie here from Tyneside Life. I cover the history, culture and football of Newcastle and the general Tyneside area. If that appeals to you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so every time I release a new video you'll receive a notification. So yeah, it's fair to say if you've been following my channel, I'm quite passionate and interested in history, social history, cultural identity, that sort of stuff. But football and Newcastle United in particular. And about 18 months ago I released a video about what a Geordie is and how we become known as a community as Geordies. And if you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link at the end so you can check it out. Right, so we're in Newcastle. Let's approach some people and see what they think.
What's a Geordie?
A good Geordie
Is a friendly Geordie.
You cannot beat them.
No, take me
can't-
anywhere and you'll always see a Geordie, which is a true here.
So how do you become a Geordie? Who is a Geordie?
Just
Well,
best friend.
where we lived in Gosford. I belong South Shields.
Yeah.
Born
Just
South
down your
Shields.
place.
And would you,
And then-
being born South Shields, would you consider yourself a Geordie?
Geordie. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Lived more
Nice.
over this end, you know.
Yeah. And where do you think the term come from? Where a community become known as Geordies?
A Viking word, I think, mate. I'm not sure. I think
But it's just Geordies. They're so friendly. It doesn't matter where you go in the country, abroad, you'll always meet a Geordie.
Geordie is a person who obviously supports Newcastle, has to be, from this area, and just got very passionate, nice person.
So when you say this area, what sort of geographical area?
I was born in South Shields, so
Would you class yourself as a Geordie?
because I'm a Newcastle United fan through and through, so
And where do you think the term come from? How did we become known as Geordies? What's your theory?
I don't know if you really think about it, Geordie. I'm not sure. No, I don't know.
Go on.
Theory on being a Geordie.
What's it?
Love the tune. Love the tune, that's it.
Do you have to be from somewhere to be a Geordie?
Newcastle at least.
Can you not be from Gateshead and be a Geordie? How come?
You're from Gateshead.
I'm from Gateshead, I'm a Geordie.
Nah, not for me. Work at me, so best side. That's it.
Officers, I'm asking locals in Newcastle what a Geordie is. What's your theory? Give us your theory what a Geordie is. It's not a trick question. What's a Geordie?
I don't know, mate. I'm not a Geordie myself.
You walk and tell, how? Oh, he was a sociable chap. What's your theory on what a Geordie is?
Geordie's in Mackham.
A Geordie's a Mackham?
Born and bred Newcastle.
A Geordie's a Mackham?
No,
Geordie's
Geordie's born and bred Newcastle.
Right. How far does that extend? Newcastle? Is that like go to Wallsend?
If you're born on the banks of the River Tyne, you're a true Geordie.
All right, okay. Where were you born?
Hospital. Me, Hexham.
Yeah, friendly. I don't really know. I honestly don't know.
Who is a Geordie and who isn't a Geordie? Do you have to be from somewhere in particular?
Like Geordies are from Newcastle, way more like There's broad Geordie and then there's not so broad Geordie. But apparently when I go on holiday everybody says I sound like a proper Geordie.
Where are you from?
Spending my weather and
Right. Would you say I'm a Geordie?
yeah.
Right. So I'm from Gateshead. Would you class me as a Geordie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you think the term comes from? What's your theory on that?
I don't know. I just think it's the surrounding area, like anywhere, like Cockney, your London area, and the Geordies from the Newcastle area.
Yeah.
So it's anywhere in the surrounding area, I'd say.
Well, there's loads of theories about it because they St George's men, when they went to Scotland, half the army was raised from the south of the river. We're from like next to Bladen, Small. and obviously got the blading races, which is a Geordie same-sex tune. A lot of lads I've got mates who live in the north of the town say we're not Geordies because we're south of the town. But we are Newcastle fans. I think it's on the banks of the town.
Like with a certain distance, or?
If you can smell it.
Well, that's pretty close.
All black and white, mate, and we're all supporting the same club.
So we're all Geordies.
All Geordie lads. All Geordies. I was born in Bladen. I'm proper Bladen. I was born and bred in Bladen.
And you're a Geordie.
I was born in Bladen, but I'm not classed as a going to the Mackhams. I'm not a Bladener. I'm not a Mackham. I'm not too knobby because I was born on the wrong side of the river.
But we're seeing the Bladen races.
Cut that to the Mackhams. That's what the Mackhams say to us, you know.
I'm Geordie before I'm English.
Every time.
I'm a proper Geordie because I was born in Newcastle. I'm in Walker like these gates and bumpers.
A Geordie is just a down-to-earth person, just enjoys life, having a good drink.
And where are Geordies from?
To Newcastle.
What about other areas like South Shields or?
Oh, the sad dancers over there.
Gated?
I would say George Bride Johnson's from Gateshead.
Cramlinton?
They're not Geordies, they're Northumbrians.
And where did the term come from? How do we become known as Geordies, do you think?
The Geordie lamp, the miners used.
Can you tell us any more?
That's all I know about. Apparently the miners used his lamps. It was known as the Geordie lamp.
So the term Geordie originates from the North East. I think it comes from people claiming as Geordies. I think it's pretty much it. I don't know.
So who do you think is a Geordie?
People from Newcastle. People who live in the city centre of Newcastle. People that were born here. It's pretty what I think it is.
It's just basically someone from Newcastle, really. That's how I come about it.
Just Newcastle?
Oh no, I mean North East, really. I don't know. I've only been here for like 20 years, so I wouldn't know. But generally, if someone's from Newcastle, like North East, that's what I call a Geordie.
Yeah. What about somebody from South Shields? Say.
That's Tyneside, but like that's probably still a Geordie.
And do you know where the term Geordie come from? What's your theory?
I wouldn't know. I would look. I'd see what Mackham is, but but not with Geordies, no.
The accent, isn't it? What do you think?
From Newcastle?
Yeah. It's the accent, it's the club, it's the city, it's the people.
Is it geographical or just if you've got a Geordie accent?
I think it's mostly geographical, but I mean, my brother lives in New Zealand and he's black and white through and through, so he never forgets his roots.
Yeah. Where were you born?
Newcastle.
Whereabouts?
I don't know.
Right.
Geordie.
Go on then.
Geordie born and bred.
What's he doing?
Where?
From Newcastle West End. From Elsick, Bemmel, Scotchy, Fenham, Stan Street.
What about the East End of Newcastle?
East End's not a part like our own customer Geordie me. Like a part of Geordie called no one. Them are cut off. And that's the truth, you know. A part of Geordie, right. Elsick, Bemmel, Fenham and Stan Street, them are part of fucking Geordies. I tell you that.
And where did the Geordie term come from? What do you think the history is of it?
From St James's Park.
Well, there you have it. And I knew we'd have a broad range of views. I could have asked 100 people. You know what? I would have got 100 different answers if I had done this little experiment in Gated Town Centre. You would have got different answers again. Fascinating stuff. If you're asking, do I consider myself a Geordie? I'm born and bred in Gateshead. Absolutely am I a Geordie. But where can you find out what a Geordie is and if you're a Geordie? Because there's no government website you can go on to register as being a Geordie. You don't get any sort of certificate. So if you really want to know where the history of the Geordie term comes from, what it's all about, you really need to watch this video. See you later.